going on, YouTube? How you guys doing? Your favorite INTP. How's everybody doing? Check it out. Yeah, it's early in the morning, so it's a little dark. But I'm on my way to do a job. You know, I think one thing we need to realize, us INTPs, yes, we're the most brilliant of all of them. You know, the INTPs and the ISTPs. You know, we're very smart. But one thing I realized, because the job I'm doing is very complicated. In the beginning, this is day 2. I'm doing pretty good as far as how things are going. But one thing I'm realizing is I take my time when I learn. You know, people think smart people are fast learners. In a way, we are. But most importantly, you know, we take our time to learn things. You know, we want to make sure we do it right. I mean, that's just how it works. You know, what I'm doing is I'm pre-wiring a dermatologist office for sound, for speakers, for TVs. I'm running wires through the whole thing. I'm gonna try to get some pictures up. I'll put some pictures on my Instagram. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Mr. Aaron Fawcett. Follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is 1 Aaron Fawcett, the number 1 Aaron Fawcett. I need to change it to Mr. Aaron Fawcett, but it might be taken. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Mr. Aaron Fawcett. You know, you see my name, just put the Mr. in front of it. I put the Mr. in there because, you know, a lot of people like, you know, they think I'm like a kid, you know. So Mr. is to let them know, like, I'm Mr. Aaron Fawcett, you know what I mean? Bond, James Bond, it's Fawcett. Mr. Aaron Fawcett. So, oh, he's here. You ready? Catch back. Okay, I'm continuing my video series. I'm taking a small break. Let me get my lunch. Okay, guys, how you guys doing? You guys see me good? Listen, I made a mistake. I always do this. I always forget to get a fork. So don't mind me as I try to scarf this down without a fork. I can barely remember what I was talking to you guys about before. I'm gonna try to eat this without a fork. This is definitely needed to eat with a fork, but this is, I don't want to get any self-promotions. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, but I'm eating behind the tags. Just eating a bowl just full of really good ingredients. I'm a plant-based guy as an INTP. I did wash my hands, but I guess I could just eat with my hands. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. Okay. So, I also got my LaCroix. I know you can put LaCroix on there. LaCroix is so good. So one of the things I was going to talk about, oh yeah, I was talking about how we learn. Okay, we learn much different than everybody else. We get a lot of pushback from people who think we're slow, but we're really not. We just tend to learn at a slow pace. We like to learn at a slow pace so that we can master it. You know, our learning curve is very exponential, I feel like. You know, here we are learning, just going slowly up, and boom, 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 boom. Then we start mastering it, and then we become the kings of what we just mastered. Now we can teach anybody the skills that we just learned. And it's great. I mean, I'm sure before forks was invented, you know, we used our hands, but no fork, still gotta eat, you know what I mean? This stuff is hot. I mean, I think that's why forks was invented. But right now I'm rewiring a dermatologist's office. I'm wiring it up for sound and TVs and other controls and everything. And it's very, it's a very difficult job, you know. You gotta like put all your, you gotta put everything, you know, around the joist, and you're putting the wires. You got to put a hook on a joist, and then you got to make sure you got to avoid everything else. It's like a maze. It's actually really fun for my brain, I think. I mean, this is very complicated stuff. It makes me think, you know. And the boss was like, my older brother, he's like, stop overthinking. I'm like, dude, study some psychology. You're talking to somebody who's going to overthink everything. Okay? Don't you hate when you try to get people to understand you? Just like, dude, just go watch a video on YouTube about my personality and you'll completely understand me. I don't have time for that. Well, then stop abusing me. You know? Like, find out who you're dealing with. Yeah. Find out what you're dealing with. So you can be a better person to them. Because at the end of the day, which I believe, and I think a lot of people in the psychology community, we believe in a better world. We really do. Like, I don't see any bad, I mean, if someone's using psychology for ill purposes, I mean, they should be shot. But, this is so hard to eat, by the way. But, in order for us to have a better world, we have to have a better understanding, and that's an understanding of everybody. So if you're able to read somebody, you know, within 30 seconds, you know, within, you know, really quickly, you're bit, oh, that's an ENFP, oh, that's an ISTP, that's a, you know, ESTJ, you know, then you can kind of know what's gonna hurt them, or, you know, so you don't do that. I mean, that's how I look at it. We're just trying to figure out who you are. So, so we can get a better understanding. So we can treat you with the utmost of respect. You know, I'm a big fan of C.S. Joseph. I'm learning from him. He taught me so much. And I like the Megan girl on this. I don't want to chop up her last name, but it's like Megan Lovato or something like that. Oh my God, this is so good. My fingers are like nasty, but it's okay. I wash my hands with a lot of soap. I'm in a doctor's office. I mean, the soap is amazing. But Megan, I learned so much because she's an ENFJ. You know, I got a lot of respect for you guys. I'm just learning so much from her. I got a good friend, you know, that is the same personality type, you know, and I want to figure them out so I can be a good friend to them. As everybody knows, you know, especially if you took the 16 personalities test, you know, that I'm gonna text message. Go get a sandwich. My brother just texted me. I'm gonna go get a sandwich. I don't give a shit. Don't let the car fall down on you. Let it warm up a little bit. So this is the problem with the INTP. I have such a bad memory, a short-term memory. Long-term I remember stuff, not even that great. But I forget what I was even saying. But we want to understand everybody, because the key to a more safer, more loving, and respecting world is the understanding of everybody. We need to understand everybody. You know, like, you know, understanding psychology, I kind of understand why the president's the way he is, Donald Trump. You know, there's people who are not a fan of him. I really don't give a shit. You know, no, or last president. I like to refer to presidents because everybody knows who they are. Or people like Kanye West. You know, when C.S. Joseph, you guys gotta watch his channel. C.S. Joseph, when he did the personality test for Kanye West, I mean, that was brilliant. I mean, look, I'm a big hip hop fan. Kanye West is like one of the hip hop geniuses. I mean, you don't like his personality, that's okay, cool. You don't like his nurture, I would say, that's cool. I mean, he grew up in Chicago. You know, he had a lot of stuff going on in his life. You know, you make hip hop music. When you make music, it changes you, nurture-wise. You know, human nature, I don't know yet. You know, I'm still studying the difference between nature and nurture. So with human nurture, I feel like you know, that's how you grow up. The people around you affect you. You know, a lot of people don't understand that being a African American in a predominantly non-African American society, I mean, it plays a big toll in your life. It did for me. So, every guy I talked to, it did for. It's hard for people to understand that. And you know, like 10 years ago, I was getting pulled over left and right. Hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Dude, I live here. What do you mean? Where's your house at? Show me your house. Go in your house and let's see. Where's your keys at? Open the door. You know, there was a lot of that. You know, I had to really oh shit. Now I'm dropping shit all over the place. I really had to look at myself and be like, man, this is just, you know, it sucks. You know, I've gotten in fights with the police, being pulled over, you know, physical. Yeah. So, like, my perception of the police is probably not the best. Because, I mean, they pull me over. I'm like, dude, what are you pulling me over for? Oh. That's another thing. We INTPs, we live all in our own heads. You know? I was social in a way, but mainly I lived in my mom's basement up until I was 17 years old. And then I finally was like, I gotta get up out of here. Like, I can't do nothing. Like, jeez. But my mom kept like being on top of me. You know? You gotta get up, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta what? You know, so I was you know, this is the time I was making music. She started reading my lyrics. I'd write a song, and you know, I'd leave and go maybe to the store and get a drink or something, and she would read my lyrics while I was gone. You can't be saying that stuff in your rhymes. I'm like, what are you talking? Who, like, because of who? Who says I can't? Like, what? Like, what? Where is the law that says, like, my poetry, I can't write my poems? Like, what? Like, I'm saying these things because these are the things I felt. You know. I'm sorry, this hat probably makes my head look really small. My head is really small, but this hat probably makes my head look really even smaller. If you look at this hat, it's about the same size as my face. Isn't that funny? Like, look at my hat. This is funny, right? I love this big old hat, boy. Hey, gotta wear your hard hat, because if the big boss walks in, you ain't got no hard hat. You'd be the only guys in the room with a hard hat. Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna let everybody go except the guys with the hard hat. I wear my hard hat because that means I might get a raise. You know what I mean? That might mean I might get. So I can't believe I just ate this whole thing with no fork. You know, I've seen a lot of guys eat like this before. You know, I used to live in a closet. I used to live in a closet with a bathroom in it, 2 beds, and a TV stand. And you better know somebody who sends you some money so you can buy a TV to put on that TV stand. You guys can put it together. So, you know, I think this is frozen. It's so cold out here in Chicago. I'm sorry, guys. This is like the most non-entertaining video ever. I'm sorry this video is just like me eating some shit. Not shit. This is actually some really good ingredients. Can I read you guys the ingredients? Okay. First ingredient, filtered water. I mean, I'm glad the water's filtered. Organic quinoa. You guys know what quinoa is? Oh, so good. Organic fire roasted sweet potatoes, organic red beans, organic kale, organic Swiss chard, organic broccoli, organic tofu, organic miso, oh gosh, organic diced tomatoes, organic pumpkin seeds, organic brown rice vinegar, organic onions, organic tamarind, organic alcohol to preserve freshness. Salt. Yeah, you got, you know, one thing too, guys, you INTPs, you know, we love to study, we love to read. Make sure we're reading like everything. You know, make sure we're not just all right, go a little closer. Make sure we're reading about nutrition. We're studying about nutrition. We're studying about, you know, not just psychology, you know. You got to make sure you study everything. You know, get into martial arts. We're so good at that stuff. We have a natural ability for martial arts. Like it's like I'm in the dojo, not as much as I want to be, but I'm in there more now. I'm gonna be in there more now since I finally got some money, so I actually can do some of these things. I've been really hurting on money. You know, it's scary, man. You know, when you live by yourself, and you know, you literally you have a business, you know, and the business is seasonal, and you know, you don't know what could be, what it could be. So, you know, make sure you guys studying everything. You know, not just like stuff that like study some mathematics, study some quantum physics, study some literature, philosophy. Get into all the disciplines. You know, you can just do it right here on YouTube. That's the coolest thing about everything. You know, because you know, people aren't gonna just come up to you and just tell you, hey, get smarter. Or, you know, being smart is not, it's not like, it's just automatic. You know, we're smart because we've studied and because we've studied and we continue to study. We keep our nose in a book, an audio book. You see, I got the headphones. I'm sure you guys are hearing me through the headphones. But we're smart because we study. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good one. Keep drinking water or sparkling. Try to keep your food in your mouth. But keep studying. You know, I don't really got much. I don't plan my videos. I just kind of throw them out there. I just hope that it falls on some good ears. Keep studying. There's a lot of people out there who think they're smart, okay, and they ain't study shit, but they know how to convince you that they're smart, right? They know how to convince you of being wise. You know, that's not what we want. We want real wisdom. You guys have a good one.